No fear. I am here. Ooh, excuse me. Hello. Hello. Let's play more Disco Elysium. Ugh. Now, I doubt we'll be beating this tonight. That much is for true. I don't anticipate that. However, we got a lot to solve in this mystery. Ask about Ruby. Ask the Baton player about Maybells. I didn't get to grab the Maybells the last time I played, so I'm excited on this. I gotta go to Joyce and talk to her about all that shit.
Hey, you're already set for the night. Your door is unlocked. Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
I'm not gonna throw Klesh under the bus for clipping the line. She's clearly got a love. I hate how much I've invested into Volition to undo test that I'm pretty sure is unfinishable, but my morale's never been higher. So that's a-okay. I'm gonna just double check-a-rooney. I got unchecked white check to do that. The electronic doorbell, that's good. Joyce I have. I'm pretty sure that is come and gone. The thing for Joyce and the thing for Kuno, but we'll try.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relations. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her. There's the static again.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order? My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
She's repeating her words.
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Okay.
As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice.
What is happening?
It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you. She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old, and real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this. Her sound melts into the static from a long... This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going. The phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static. No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows.
So, it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. I
What?
don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
That's fair.
That is true.
That's real fair. Alright, let me try the boy again. I really need to talk to him, so if this is not... that's not great. I'm gonna check his secret stash again to see if there's anything in here that I can... maybe... discover the meaning to. Nope, it's still Locust City in here. Hello, everybody. See, we got... Ooh. Hello. So many new faces. And CMM 1027. Hello. Welcome back. I guess I gotta try Joyce. Ooh, he's right here. I can ask the Patonk. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where is he?
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't... The prick is gone. I can barely believe it.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his ring.
I took them for myself. Took them to remember that old cunt. Nobody... Yes. In peace. Oh, sorry.
Host almighty. He's a total bummer now.
Fuck! Well, I can't ask Renee about the fucking Maybells now. I should have asked Gone where. See if I could have gotten more information out of him. Whoa, where the fuck is Joyce? Do I have anything on the way? Nah. Well, oh yeah, that's right. I checked the bundle of clothing. God damn, that sucks. I didn't even get those fucking flowers last time. I guess that I did. gotta do all that before I get to this point.
The shine on these sunglasses. You keep coming.
If he really wants to save the economy, he'd let something cold grazes your hand.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
All of these are terrible.
You find the box.
Economical, but also trend.
The speaker. You should go over and ask him about paying for those sneakers with your net worth.
Everything's still cool here.
Well, I handled that composure check to just get access to a piece of clothing that's needless. That's good. Check the trap, even though it's meaningless.
There's nothing.
Go in there, see if anything's going on. Hey, there's Joyce.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning south.
Hello, Joyce. Hello, love.
I'll just keep the Cordeleche in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
Aye, ma'am.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty. Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks
Oh.
now, so I
Sales
decided
didn't
to
like that.
investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell. How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard.
Fortunately for you, madame.
Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
She could easily just...
It's early spring, and the rains are
Does she
coming.
think she's really gonna
An
get
officer
killed?
enters a low hut of stone and wood. Inside, weapons are piled against the walls. Rifles with they're antiques, says Lieutenant John, the archetype McCoy, to his partner. They're digging them up from the catacombs now, fixing them. The children carry them up. Come May, the streets will be flooded. Outside, the wind rattles the loose.
Have I told you how they discovered this place? No. They're in Sealindian, Isola. Well, your condition has
Oh,
left you no worse
well,
off
tell
than
me.
most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the
Jesus, that's
river.
bad.
50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why
Well,
they
then
were
tell
found
me.
here in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit.
This story, she will tell it only before she leaves Martinez. At the
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with while you're hot in pursuit. Better not tie the forestay to the batstay on this.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Yes, my eyes
Oh,
on
okay.
Father have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I'm...
The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation. Subject to
Goddamn right,
confirmation.
Kim.
I'm sure you understand.
You are goddamn right,
Of
sir.
course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Logic, conceptualization. Rhetoric. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization. We'll hit up that rhetoric. Just because I'm pretty sure by the end of this conversation I'm going to level up again.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale
Well, that's
civil war,
possible.
with possible consequences.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also...
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a
Oh, really?
momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the... Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and...
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me.
There's
be frank,
it's a little bit more than
Our
3.
relationship is deteriorating.
Shh, no spoils. Hello, Kit Kat.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit.
Not
This
true.
allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken
How are
out
you, Kit
behind
Kat?
the
How's your
Orleans
day?
Barracks and lynched. Last Sunday, nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching.
Those bastards.
Once
well, I mean,
this
of course they would. It's their
investigation
buddy.
is concluded,
What is the nature?
whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. It is very far from
Not disco, indeed.
My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately. If you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, They will identify.
How about
and
doing it on the
execute
right
anyone
person,
present
you
at the
bitch?
meeting. This entire.
They would have to.
The Debarders have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1, 2, or in your case, 3 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
As I said,
Yeah.
a bloodbath. It doesn't have to be like this, Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, a good one, and I may be able to defuse
That's
this
gotta put me
situation.
real close. Fuck yeah. I gotta give up one of those shitty thoughts. I got a couple, I think I got a couple new thoughts to burn. I'm not gonna know. Oh, it's over here. Homosexual Underground. I got a lot of these that I gotta knock out. Ooh. Let me pick one. By cheating, don't tell nobody. What do you think, Kit Kat? I'm really leaning towards the Homosexual Underground myself. What about you? As opposed to a thought to pick. I've already done them all. This is for the game. This is for you guys. I'm just looking for the effects. I don't really... I know I hate the actual art degree and date of birth generator because they both just fuck you and while you're thinking about horrible things anyway, so I'm thinking Jamrock Shuffle. Okay. I'll get it on that too. Don't you worry about it. You said do the underground one? That's what I thought too. Alright, so I'm going to have to get rid of... Nothing that gives me XP or money. Which sadly is most of them. I'm thinking I get rid of rigorous self-critique once I get to it. I appreciate that. It's just, I don't think... Because last time I played, I got most of them. I didn't get the Sexual Underground one. Is why I want to do that. I don't think it's ultimately going to pan out a lot. I know the Jamrock Shuffle will get me more money, but at this point, we're getting near the end, so... It doesn't really matter that much.
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good. But they boast a long list of clients.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take...
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the...
In my line of work, it pays to do your research.
Oh, she
I
does.
was prepared to deal with the RCM. I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here.
Excuses.
Until they do, it's all on us. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. The remaining contractors, their tribunal, that the man was killed because he assaulted...
This does not come as news to us, but still. To your knowledge, where...
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags.
Well, that's good.
The hostel by the... Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. Or he didn't. That the man...
This does not come at...
Last Sunday night. Either way, he's alleged to have good. Then you've made progress. It's imperative that you move fast. The tribunal will not be patient.
Oh crap. Oh darn. Today I should have reset that yesterday. Shit. Oh well. Well. You won. Congratulations. Yay! Congrats, Kit Kat. You won. That was supposed to have done earlier today. I completely got confused on my days. Forgive me. But congratulations. You done did it. I'm proud of you. You beat everybody's asses.
You mean, did I see him alive? Yeah, Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was. One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is...
What would you say was his eye color? Did he...
She closes her eyes.
I can't remember.
That's all right, then. Anything else?
He was 40. Or 50.
This matches the dental reconstruction.
He was, Occidental, I think. Like brown hair. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to... They've gone to ground, as it were.
Oh, there are three of them, you liar.
Taking them out. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to meet...
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gate.
Thank you. We already knew
The one
that.
chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintained. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you
Just
heed
as
my
promised,
advice.
1 XP away.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a border.
Of course it bothers me. Lieutenant.
Your concern may be appearances. Ours.
That would afford a good vantage point. In a...
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Kinda like this. I'm gonna forget this. I get real I occasionally do ultra liberal dialogue. Occasionally. Rigorous self-critique is just way more of what he is. Alright. Homosexual underground. Internalize that shit.
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel. I hope I can answer it better. They don't have this.
Vigilantes.
You're like, that's wise. Up until the executions start.
They don't report their progress.
Not on this matter.
Why would
I'm
they?
afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
Of course.
It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad. Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, she wears fingerless gloves. Her fingernails are...
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his...
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the foot.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story.
Interesting.
The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago. The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of... quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Preto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Preto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this, Revachol. Those are the two constants, Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by.
You said you can't read.
I can't. This man was no sailor,
Hello.
and these are no ports.
Somewhere in an office lit by a single green desk lamp.
Tell me the story.
Captain Ptolemaeus Price, 58, bald and bespeckled, is writing in a ledger on his desk. Rows and rows of days and weeks. In Martinez, looking into Krenon, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside, there is a siren. Distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood
Yeah,
spat
I mean, and
across
also we already know that because Clash told us.
His platoon members?
Clash.
The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade. Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out,
We will be careful, ma'am.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Oh? Stupendous. I
Check
thought
it
you
out!
could
Pull
pull
out-
through. Thank God. And indeed, Mr. Everard as well. In this investigation, one may have use for a firearm. You wouldn't want to get caught with your pants down. A takeover.
Oh, okay, now I can talk about this stuff.
If they're taking it,
green livery changing into red. blocked like a cancer of the blood.
Then we're talking about a war.
Yep.
Everard needs to let me into the harbor at once. We need to talk about this. They most certainly are not.
Yeah, I know, but people
Cronulla
are
has
really
1,000 men on their
stupid.
payroll.
Yep.
The next batch will be a platoon of 20 men and a gunship.
Yep. Because that's how progression
I've
works.
seen the Union's forces. They are better organized than these mercenaries. They also have the support of the people of
Yeah,
Ravachol.
it's gonna be a goddamn
It will take more
bloodbath.
than Crenel to wipe them out. Wild Pines will need to send more and better equipped men. Make no mistake, ma'am. I am sure you have the money. The question is, how many years and how many lives are you willing to sacrifice?
What do you suggest I do? Everything affects the decision.
Officer?
For once, I don't seem to know what the right thing to do is.
Oh, shut up. It's apocalypse o'clock.
Like the previous leaders of the Union were assassinated. I suspect by every... I admit there's some poetry in the idea, and like poetry, it's also useless. There would still be Edgar. They factored it in. The Union is them. What will I do?
Her arms fall.
Did I ever tell you how they discovered this Isola?
It's finally
During
time.
our reality lowdown. It may be the only break we've ever caught as a species. The last one for 400. The nations who colonized this Isola.
Tell me
called
the story,
theirs
madam.
Mwindi, the world. It was all they knew. All they thought would be. That there would be something more was a gamble, akin to another world, or life after death. The Pale was thought to be impregnable, perpetual. Irene la Navigateur, the Queen of Suren, sent 8 expeditions, one after the other, into the mass at the edge of the world. 5 of the crews did not return. 2 did, but it was anything but normal. There was no precedent until
Yeah,
after
probably a bit of
years
both.
trial and error, and the development of a strict psychological...
Called Volta Doma.
The 8th expedition returned sane and intact. They told of a new continent of matter. They told the Queen and her counselor, Dolores Day, that the Pale had begun to condense, day after day, hour slowly raining down, and
The air is cold and scented with petrichor.
the phenomenon has never again been encountered. For a time, the crew thought they were experiencing a hallucination. The mass hand proclaimed, Lanciolenda, but they could not. They were sane and conscious, as islands began to appear on the horizon. There are 78,000 uninhabited islands in the Insulindian archipelago, officer. The freckled face
And
of
it
God.
seems to be disappearing again in a void.
You've
That's
thought it
probably
a million
not great.
times.
A total shift in human comprehension of reality. On the second day, a great skua was shot down above the flagship Lizargique. The bird was preserved and brought back, along with pollen. 4 years later, the Queen's Counselor was proclaimed Her Innocence Dolores Day, the elected world spirit. The age of humanism, internationalism, and parliamentary rule followed. We were high. On Caillou, the Pebble, the largest of the fertile, uninhabited islands of the northeast Insulindian archipelago.
Wow.
4 centuries and 2 revolutions
Just
later.
400 years.
The first living, autonomous organism. Proof of reality. It's the symbol of Insulinde, detective. The coat of arms of the suzerain and the wings on the crest of the commune. In your defense, it is a nasty creature who plucks food from the throats of lesser birds. Yet much like Revachol, it is also magnificent and rare. Imagine the suzerain of seagulls. The nations of Mundi proceeded to discover 5 more Isolae. Or they discovered us. But these others weren't uninhabited. We had to kill people there. Wipe out indigenous populations. Gunboat economies. Or they came to do the same for us. Or had done to each other. There was no one but the Skua. The Liliat Sea. And the Blood Beach. And the River Esperance. It was the new world. The Mondials used it. Revolution. Poverty. And the mercurial rise of capitalism.
Yay, money!
It is. Soon it will be spring.
The gangs will run wild, jacking motor carriages, ferrying amphetamines through Coal City. Spring is tough in Revachol.
I will surrender Terminal B to the Union.
She puts her hand in.
We will see.
Ma'am, this may well unravel property law this side of the river. If that occurs, we may never see the end of this kind of confrontation. The next time there will be 2 strikes, then 4, then 100.
What happens will happen. The age of capital has only begun. I will talk to my employers in person. We will amputate and cauterize Martinez. If you handle the situation on the ground. Yes, Mr. Clare has a 2-month head start. I can't let it grow any bigger. And I've exhausted all my...
You know what this lady needs. Some political advice.
You
Even
failed
though
a
she's high-powered
72%?
corporate executive, and you're an amnesiac degenerate. You're pretty sure she needs to hear your opinion on this.
In short, Harry, we will revoke the pigment standard. Your money will no longer need to be black like chitin, and there will be so much more of it. I know. Keep the peace, and I will keep my end of the bargain.
How far along is Cronels?
A confrontation is imminent. They have followed in your... As your investigation reaches a climax, so does theirs. Protect their targets. Violence may be unavoidable, but we can soon. I do not know precisely. One last thing, Lieutenant Dubois. I've given the matter much thought and come to this conclusion. You're not an amnesiac. You're insane. I know, because I too am insane. I just hide my illness better. And I'm rich. No, Detective. No one's as insane as you.
Don't worry, madame. I am very sane.
I'm overexposed, baby. My travels take me through the Pale dozens of times a year.
She would die to return to it. The Pale, the past, anything one can return to.
The same strict psychological regimen the 8th Admiral developed when he
I'm
crossed
close
the
to
Pale
leveling
and
up
discovered
again.
This Isola,
Almost
the
halfway.
Volta Domar. It's used by inter-Isolary.
No!
Watch out for yourselves. They will strike soon.
Oh well.
The lieutenant watches her boat grow with worry in his. You could use a little of it yourself. Slowly, the
Yes?
Bastards. Pardon me, guys. It's ad time. I'm going to be right back. I need more water. We'll be right back. Sorry, everybody, I'm back. Hello. Gonna give myself some hand-eye coordination. Because I said I was gonna handle that earlier and I never did.
Yes?
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his...
8%. That'd be nice to learn. After the homosexual underground, I think I'm going to handle that. The Jamrock Shuffle, if I'm not mistaken, allows me to have find better loot. But, you know, it's unnecessary. It's hanging pretty good, Mr. Wellsarama. How's life for you? We're at that getting near 0 hour for the wedding. Must be pretty hectic. Ooh, can I not put that in my hand? Not bad, not bad. You're done with school now, right? Like, you're all in summer break and what have you, right? Worst case scenario, it all goes to hell. I can understand that. Nothing too crazy, worse. That's good.
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
But I'm glad it's not too crazy.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
Well, then tell me, you fucking
She's
old
being
woman.
evasive. She knows something.
Yeah, one should be getting shipped to me before I even, you know, get over there. So we should be solid on that sort. No worries there. The ETA for it was like 3 or 4 days before I even got on the plane.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
Oh, come on! I appreciate that. But, I mean, we should be alright. I gotta get everything else sorted anyhow, so...
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Have the storm clouds gather on the horizon. There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there some...
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
That's a good idea. But outside of working and planning, how goes everything? Is this my shack or? Yes, this is.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack,
Play
it's
any
clear
more
one of
Warzone?
them
Get any
is
more
an
John
odd
McClane
level
done?
with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reed. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea. You
Sort
stick your
through that
hand
shit.
and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something
Ooh, I have to
hard-wrapped
hear about
in
that.
paper.
What happened?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
That's 2 bullets, baby.
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with.
Oh shit, there's only 2 in the entire game. No 240s, 1 saw. Oh my god.
It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some
That's
cops.
annoying.
Holding the bullet, you get the feeling. This isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Yeah, I already knew that. I hate when people just are like, oh no, man, I want to be the machine gunner guy. I want to be the John Rambo, like, you know, 240 M60, ah, da, 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 da. But those motherfuckers aren't walking into the village and doing that. They're shooting, you know, hundreds of meters away at guys to make sure that, you know, the ground troops can do their maneuvering. 1,800 meter outside
I
of
think
the
the waves
targets.
don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Oh my god.
Damn that girl.
And without anger, a
Bullet? You didn't put it there, did you?
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one
Yeah.
either.
I bet. I had that exact same problem in Holdfast last night.
Yes. I let my room to that room.
I was, you know, I was doing the
I've done
carpenter as I
before
was, and
when
you have to
she's
come in
needing
the
cover
schooner,
Or just looking for solitude.
and
I've made it clear.
none of
Be
the
well
schooners
from all
on this
kinds of
naval
people
mission wanted
here.
to beach. So I was, that's the only way you could spawn in as a carpenter on the naval side of things. So it's like, all right, I need one of you guys to beach or get close enough so that I can hop off. And the other one, which had like a small crew in it, were like, hey, we just want to remain out and be naval bombardment. So we're out of the reach of the gun so we can keep breaking stuff down for you guys. I'm like, that's good. All right, I'll switch to the other schooner. And the other guy was just like, all right, I'm trying to do the exact same thing. But he was the captain of the vessel, and then when you're in that game, when you're the pilot, you basically just take over for it. Like, if someone else tries to fucking get in there to move it, like, they can just force you out and take over. And the guy wasn't even set up right, and he's just like, hey man, just use the cannons. I'm piloting the boat. This is what we're gonna do. And it's just like, what? No. Like, we both can't do that. The ground troops need fucking help. They can't just be the fucking crew boys on the dinghies. Like, they need a fucking, the surgeon, the carpenter. They need those fucking special units, which can only come from a schooner. You can't all be support.
She came last
Late night crowd
Friday,
is not great
left
right now.
on Monday in a hurry.
I even had worse
What has she
experience in
gotten
Warzone.
herself into? That girl.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She seems...
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Yes, early with the dogs. Around 8 o'clock, I think. I cleaned it. Like I all know. She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age,
Did she talk to you much during...
no, she was mostly
Ooh,
silent.
thank you, Westeros dropping that Prime subscription again. It says 2-month streak, but I don't think that's true. You've definitely gone way longer than that. Oh my
She
god.
tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cause a few lines.
It happens.
But this time she mostly stayed in her room.
It was annoying as hell because there was 3 people. They all had mics, but you know how fucking kids are today. But I immediately dropped in a fucking helicopter. They were pissed because I didn't land with them immediately. I was like, I'm just going to clear the skies with the helicopter. Everybody had already landed. There was only one other helicopter. They were also trying to check prison roof. So we both literally full speed ran into each other. It was hilarious, and it was the first one to self-revive and shoot the other one. And we both did it at the same time. He hit me first. We were both wearing Rambo skins. It was funny. He did the execution on me. I even, I dropped the line, he drew first blood. And then the fucking kids were like, oh, that's creepy. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, that's the line from the movie. They're like, yeah, whatever. Shut up. You suck. And then just from then on out, it was just, you suck. It was just like, I'm like actively doing more damage than you. You guys get into fights and die, and I'm killing them. And then you laugh when I die, even though I'm the last one to die. It was awful. However, I'm pretty sure I broke up their friendship, so don't fuck with me.
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent.
You could ask her about your hunch. That it was a desperate...
Do tell. Exit from what?
The lieutenant stops writing for...
No, she's a fighter.
Okay.
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made.
Yeah, it's just bad quality people. Yeah, they've just kept shitting on me, and one of them was doing worse than me. So I basically just kept ragging on them for that. Like, hey man, everything they're saying about me, they want to say about you, but can't because, you actually regularly play with them. Like, it was like, you're their weak link, man. They want to get rid of you. They want to say this shit to you. Not once did they ever say, no, man, no, you're a friend. Because, that would belittle their argument. So at the end of it, this guy's just like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Don't worry about me, man. It was just like...
Although I guess she was pretty...
All you had to do was stop being an asshole.
Mechanical and technical stuff. Even fix the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
That's true.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in the...
It's a peninsula.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like...
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater. Seems like a better idea.
The Feld Electric Mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step close.
What more do you want? Yes, one thing of it.
She really means it.
She's a good girl. What?
Yeah. We know it's not her. Children, tell me about this kid.
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents' present.
Then we're definitely doing it.
Alright, how about some drunks? Will you let me interview some drunks? They'll have the answers to my questions. Uh-oh.
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys. Tequila Sunset.
That is my name, baby. Like, that's the problem. Like, if I agree wholeheartedly with that. If there's an issue, let's fix it rather than, you know, hey, you suck. And also, just, you know, don't, you know, treat any sort of communication whatsoever as just this problematic, oh, better turn off. Don't want to hear these people. I just want to harass these people because they're capable of communication.
There's nothing else.
If I'm not mistaken, her... Oh.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way. It's nothing. Just a hunt.
I mean, I know this is where it's hidden. I think I gotta look in her... That's right, I gotta pass the check for looking in her eyes first. Ugh.
You see, a slogan used to above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken, felled, electrical. How? There's something in the wind. Sometimes
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Shut up. Wow, this gave me a lot of buffs.
Suddenly,
God fucking damn it!
Quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against you. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb. Trying to talk to the wind. The city.
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our... And then there's the church. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector.
Yes, sir.
Over the whole peninsula. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, tundra...
Walk the coast. An adventure awaits. An adventure...
I will be back, Shivers.
Yes?
And I will add so much more clothing to increase Shivers. How much more do I have in this? 6 hours? Fuck you. I just wish the crowd in Warzone and in Call of Duty in general was just inherently better. Maybe that's a me issue. Looks like I'm dropping a few frames, but not all of them. I had an issue a couple minutes ago, but we should be good now.
What? No. No one's suspicious around here.
Well, that settles it. But yeah, I just wish I wish we got better people in Warzone, man. You switching over to Battlefield? Oh, yeah, thanks, bud. Already tried the impossible door. When is that happening? Yeah, when's Battlefield 6? Must
There's
be out of the
nothing
loop
else
on
to
that.
do with the traps.
Oh, shut up, mysterious, deep, thick voice. Oh. Oh, nice. I want a proper, good war game like that. That'd be nice. I need something. Call of Duty's too full of teenagers that want to run and gun and just complain and call each other shit names and leave their mic off. And God, I remember when the desire was to win. Look for Uber on the coast as the SCAD leader about the two. Can't ask about Patton because he's dead. Fuck. Alright. I've got to hit up these other things because I have to get that past that check to continue. Come on, let me travel. I want fast travel. Alright, am I gonna have to do this all manually? I don't know the restrictions for when I can and can't fast travel, so excuse me. Is it... The Tribunal's not happening now, is it? I have to find Ruby first. Alright, I have conceptualization. Let's handle that first. And then I'll ask the big man about the, his dead friend, because that's a good idea.
Just an ordinary war.
Come on.
Nothing to see here.
Oh, let me adjust my clothing for conceptualization. If I have anything that helps with that. I have a +1 currently. Go ahead and throw that on there. Now let's
Just
try
an
this.
ordinary war. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we...
Shut up, Kim. You don't know. This is important. Alright. Well, there was that chance of getting experience. Can Can't do Joyce, because she's gone. The only one of these white checks that I can attempt to redo is the cargo container, which is once again another one of those 1 in a million long shot things. Do drugs for XP. Ooh, he wants to talk to me.
I, saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble? Still better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who'd tell on her. But, is she in trouble? It's that bad.
Well, I mean, everything's got an investigation, dude. I'm the policeman.
What should I do to help her? Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can. Oh, you know, Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician.
He better be.
Schwetka song, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him.
It is more him.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
It's like
Going on strike.
anything else. Us lorry drive, not my thing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant.
Well, that didn't really help me. This thought's not going to help me, and it's still not even an hour into it. Oh.
Lowman. And what is that?
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the pay. Fine then. Just try not to black out again. And don't contemplate. We don't have time for that. That is exactly what I didn't want you to think.
No offense. But your partner seems like a bit of an idiot.
Republica, a filterless cigarette from Mesk.
Neither is spelled transportation. Life is transitory.
That is true.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything. Even things I never knew.
I don't know what that
The smell
means.
of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except heroic doses, Hervé. Heroic. Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous when you've seen it all go away like that. Rolling. What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor. Like looking into the ocean at night. You cannot see it, but you know it's there.
That's
And
so
it's
bizarre.
bigger than anything. Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets and electric light. It smells like autumn too.
Hey, everyone but me.
It is...
Nostalgia.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. That's
No
not what I wanted to ask. I feel I already have what you have in some way.
They say there is a point, one that I have not crossed. In the Pearl, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U4, it's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south. It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Jerife, not pale drivers, and dark, and the process begins. No one knows what's at the end. I've only felt it in the distance when I was a child. A child growing on the left. Josiane.
You are sad.
Nothing more to do now. She is receding.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective. Let's get some air. This one's far gone.
I really hope this nonsense triggers some
Lorry
things.
stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine.
I got this, and I also got the rhetoric at the door. I got nothing but 1,000,000-to-1 shots.
Right to work! Right to... Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand? Fucking bug.
A punch is not imminent, but you hear a tiny rattle. A small radius. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. Then
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
there could be weapons aiming at us right now. Somewhere above, in the buildings. The man's breathing steadies, but...
Don't think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really
Yeah, it does.
idea. Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth, hard as a stone. You see dead flesh.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in. What it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old. She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch.
These aren't good guys.
Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her gold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless. Odorless. It's...
You bet it was. It's just nature. This guy used to say evil is when nature and spirit meet in the wrong place.
What the fuck does that even mean?
No. I was in the Domain, in Jamrock, being a bouncer. Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. But
He is under orders, and orders are orders.
nah, you've earned it.
Hell yeah.
All right now. Free! Come out!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
God damn it. I got some experience out of that. I need 80 and 17 more to be able to, where is it? Shivers. Alright.
Hola.
I think I have
Hola,
to.
Wandering Man.
No. Well, I've got, well, this is kind of it. One last shot in the dark. Well, let's check to see if anything.
The file cabinets, hundreds of, and the same material. You already went through all of these. The drawers,
Damn. Well, I got my rhetoric. Hopefully, from that, I can open up that fucking box and get in there and handle that, and hopefully that gives me enough experience to... Don't want to spoil what's in there. To unlock that Shivers check, because I'm pretty sure that's all I have left to do. That's right. We paused an entire murder investigation so I can come back here and try to open this door.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer, you attempt to your left. The lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Erratic yet thorough. Alright. Clothing that helps rhetoric. That removes rhetoric. I don't want that. Hey, +1 to rhetoric. +2 to drama. -1. Look at that. Heaven help us, a +1 to rhetoric. What is that? It's gonna give me a 10 chance?
You're back before the cargo container.
17.
Its
Not
drawer
bad.
has not lessened since you were last here.
Alright,
If
motherfucker.
anything, it seems to have
I
grown
lost to
slightly.
72. Give me this one.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're...
I'm not losing my mind. I will get in there. This much I promise. Shit. Maybe Everart's got something I can tell him. Hey, Royal, what's happening? How's work, buddy?
Oh, hey, mister.
Alright, you fucking hut.
There's a mean little light in his eyes.
Did it look like a germ? Did it?
His tone is totally different now. The jolly man of the people is gone, and so is the smile. You get a sinking feeling.
You wanted us to relay all this information to her.
That this is a takeover? That I want a war? God, I hope you also told her about the drug trade. They absolutely hate getting their hands. You can kill 1 million people, but if you do something the police doesn't like, well, then you're out of the yacht club. Goodbye, you inhuman fuck. No, no, Harry. What we have is real. We're working men.
Shut the fuck up.
This here is real. Harry. I can't see into the future. We are all playing by ear on this planet. I had no idea she'd react. I did. I knew the negotiations would go better with police officers telling her horror stories.
This is what I needed. I needed
It's
experience.
scarier this way.
Fuck, 12 more.
Turns out it was a magnificent strategy. I never thought it'd so fundamentally fuck her up. Harry, I bugged her cabin. I bugged her whole boat. I had cameras surveying her boat. Hell, I even wanted to bug that thermal cap. But my boys advised against it.
They must have done it while Joyce was busy questioning the locals.
Not me personally. I had guys record. Hell no! They'd fuck it up. They can't do anything right. I mean my real boys. My
Oh,
special task
fuck.
boys.
Where are these boys?
They sure as hell aren't hanging out in the open with beers in their hands for the cops to question. They're pros, Mr. Kitsuragi. Harry, you made a conscious decision to relay that information to her. You could have kept it for yourself. Against you? Oh, Harry, I'd like to think I used it for you.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Ever. Ah, God, that's why I suggested she kill you, because I hate you so much.
Rich people have the best stories about all the interesting things they've done and seen. All the beautiful places they've been to.
You would go and see
It's
beautiful
just
places too if you weren't fat
She
enough
can
that you
afford to
couldn't
be
fucking walk,
sentimental,
you piece of
and she can
shit.
afford to lose as well. She's not insane. What did she tell you? No, she's not. She's a sentimental alcoholic. They all are. Never take a drop and you'll be 8 laps ahead of those upper-class winos. Just like old Mr. Clare here. Try it. You'll be a real super detective.
Uh-huh.
I can see that, Harry. Alcohol has left its marks, but you're doing better than when I first saw you. Rich man is shitting himself. The working class sober. She's not Heh. She's a sentimental alcoholic. They all are, Harry. Never take... I can see that, Harry. What was always going to happen? We take the harbour and she fucks off to Ozon, uncorks a bottle of wine, calls her partners. Only difference is the Union doesn't have to lose 2,000 men to machine gun fire.
I mean, ultimately, that was what's gonna happen. She was my beautiful lady.
That it will, Harry. That it will.
I think that's the best answer to that question.
Please, you're not a sommelier. You knew something. Something big. And you... It's better than money. It's better than pussy. Money only makes you special for some salesmen. Pussy only makes you special for yourself. Information makes you special for all mankind. It's the ticket to history. Don't beat yourself up, Harry. What you did was part.
You know what, detective? I am going to leave this out of my report, and I suggest you leave it out of yours.
Just look at the three of us. The three careless boyaderos. Good times, good times. Now, there's a whole lot of work
Come
to
on,
do.
give me more.
For me and for you. I suppose there was a reason you... My. Tell me, was it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up? I knew you could handle it. Ah, yes, your side investigation. Thank you.
He refuses to discuss it further, not even a speck of anger in his voice.
Hmm.
That's that then.
Yes?
Fuck, well I got some experience out of that, which is helpful. But I think I need like 7 more. Yeah, 7 more. Try this again.
You're back before the cargo container.
I'll try where Renee's workplace was. Now that he's dead, there might be a new option. If not, Whirling Rags, talk to everybody, see what's new.
Take it. It's just there. Who cares? It's not like anyone's gonna need it. Generally speaking, it would be dishonorable to take it. But then, it looks like a military uniform, and wearing that is very honorable. So, a conflict of honor, it's up to you.
I suppose Renee is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though. Fantastic. Try not to wear it.
This is the night watch.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, if I wear that, Homeboy will straight up murder me at the end. But, you know, we don't want to spoil too many secrets. I mean, does anybody here watch the, or seen this played out, or played this one? Or was it just me and Kit Kat? I had some tear I can sell. Last but not least, I didn't really talk to the, that man. Oh, thanks for telling me they're not.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Oh, that's it? Well, I better wrap this shit up then, because, I'm not seeing how I'm going to have the money for tomorrow's. I got today and the rest of tomorrow to get another 20 real to pay for my... I'll talk to you, see what you got. To pay for my stay.
Looking for something?
No, you won't help me. Everybody importance is gathered in here. I guess I could ask Cindy the Skull before I leave, now that the lady's left, if she's got anything interesting to say. Anything to just get experience points. I got to level up.
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want? Yeah. My friends.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Uh-oh.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right.
Some of you are doomed before the game even begins!
We got the whole district behind us, and Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
We got weapons of our own.
Yeah, they're not automatic,
we got
dude.
Mr. 50s, Zealagars. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Well, if Glenn has a knock cannon at home, I guess you'll be alright.
I guess we're gonna see.
That was an unsure phrasing.
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing. And if we got weapons, I guess we're...
That was an
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit?
Yeah, that's...
I am.
I know that's true.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. So are the local gangs, the fucking Barmy army, and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh?
These people are trained.
Yeah, there's a
military
difference between
professionals,
gangbangers on the
special
street
forces,
and SF people with
They're not the
PTSD
gang
and
or
fucking
army.
Iron Man armor. It's not Iron Man armor, but...
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we're listening in on their communications. Their shit is way apart. But
okay.
Okay.
I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that. Yeah? What?
Starting.
Oh, I've already done this.
And then the emblem in the far corner. Side in. Awful. In conclusion. Exactly. But not.
God damn it. I didn't get shit from that.
Oh, hello, sweetie. Oh, yeah. That's...
She's
my apology.
It's not a searching...
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles.
You know...
Of course, officers. Is there a particular... No. It's The cryptid. Oh yeah, the AI.
Mutation.
Until it was sighted by Rick. It happened on a botanic. The world alone. He was lost. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uva got there, the Teta, more like he, the professor.
Watch out.
Then, the Tetatorn suddenly looked at the bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. The eight-eyed Tetatorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even absolutely sweet.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live.
He's sincere. He likes the audacity.
Goddamn right.
Sadly, yeah.
Not really. It's just stylization.
Very.
This one's very
Yes!
obvious. Everyone knows.
One more of those,
People will be
and I can
looking at
progress the
that
fucking
video and thinking,
game.
that man is into cryptids. So, what? I'm glad you like them.
Come on, please have something that I can spur off of that.
Hello? Okay. I already by all means. Which is why we've been very little. Not I know it.
It's clear.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe, yes, it's the first credible. I have to resist the thought. Partheno, and it shouldn't.
Alright. You're not gonna help me at all. I'm an asshole.
Again?
Alright, we've got Clash to ask questions again, see if she can provide me anything new. She probably won't. If I'm not mistaken, her volition check is one of those like, hey, yeah, you're just gonna keep failing it. It is gonna be ad time for me because I've been missing that. So, we'll be right back, guys. Disco Elysium. Let me just walk into this lady's quarters. I like that those 2 rooms are one room, even though they're not connected at all. So that when you're walking by, I like that. I like this art design. I don't know, very... It reminds me of Fallout, even though that doesn't happen in the original Fallouts. I don't know, just... Let me be nostalgic. God damn it.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions. Yeah? Thank you.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
What did you say?
Narcomania.
Oh my god. Now it's turning into... I'm sorry. Comes in handy when you've done too many...
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
True.
Very funky. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
She's lost in thought. Eyes narrow.
I'm win.
How long?
About 4 months. Funky town. All right.
Yes, miss. I hope you don't... All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. She looks chipped white.
Pretty. Looks like a... All right.
Ugh.
I like it sudden. Sure.
Alright, well, then that's out.
So...
She
nope, god damn it.
Pretty. All right.
Leave. There we go.
You made the right call there. It feels good. Pure.
What? How did I level up? The game just gave me a level up? What? I think the game knows, like, hey, you fucked up and you need points. Here you go. Shivers, I think, is what it is. Yep.
I'm talking about your zero-tolerance policy toward the mania of narco. You're in the right there. Powerful stance. Would you like to take it up a notch? Would you like to become an anti-narcomania zealot? Yes, you're pure.
I believe my body is quite ravaged by
it's pretty
narcotics.
obvious
Thank you
you've
very
done
much.
a lot of drugs in the past, and will probably do more in the future. Of course not. You've always been anti-narco militant material. You kept her off a dark course with that interjection. Are you ready to save lives?
I think I'm gonna pussy out at the last minute like a degenerate. I said that out loud. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, let me go solve this fucking case. All while my brain is for some reason processing underground homosexuality. Nope. Downstairs. And then after that, I think I gotta do... I can either do the Jamrock Shuffle, which will allow me to get more stuff out of containers, I think. I've also got the Highway 1 that tells me about the Veil. I'm pretty I can't remember what that one does. I'm pretty sure it's a positive one. I don't know. There are a lot of thoughts in this game. When I play the absolute piece of shit, I'll try like the more authoritarian ones, but last time I did it a lot more jovial and fun and what I would do in these circumstances. Now this time I'm playing like, come on man, you're a cop, get your shit together. Be a cop. I stick to the disco stuff, but trying to do good by the law.
Oh, sorry, officer.
Ooh, can I teleport yet or what? Alright. My fast travel appears to be gone. West. Manifest destiny, motherfuckers. Oh, he's still out there. That's good. Oh, let me go talk to him. It's completely unrelated to what's happening right now, but he might have some shit to say.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall. With another 7 shades, a cold behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric. Now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again.
God damn it. I swear to God, if I would have came over here and gotten a buff that I didn't have to level up my shivers, I'm gonna beat someone to death with a club.
Always my pleasure. Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCA.
Okay, thanks, dude. Oh. I do like that the green checks still give me money. However, if I get to a certain point... I don't think he charges you rent anymore. Once you save the city.
Hello again.
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off.
So you haven't...
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived in...
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
All right, mother... Oh, nope. Let's put on some shiver clothes. Things that give me the shivers. How's my shivers currently? +1. +1 to shivers. Alright. This should be a very high chance of success
The
now.
once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a breeze, like a quiet sigh moves over you. The cool air breaks across your body.
What?
It brings the salt of the sea. Go to the children of the big sea. The wind rushes away, leaving you where you were, on the...
Officer, are you okay? It looked like we lost you for a second. Doesn't look like it to me. Probably not, anyway. When you're ready.
Hello again.
Oh, I thought that was a thought I had gained. Alright. The little girl! I've asked everybody but the little girl.
The scruffy-haired little...
We had bad words and said and got in trouble. Bad words. Bad words. We won't. We learned. We just heard funny voices. We thought the voices were funny. We said what they said, and then we got in trouble. Radio? What's that? We just heard them in our head. You know, I heard people talking, except just in my head.
What?
It was like, it is time at last. My nasty speed reeks. Our brother man is about to grow up.
A memory stirs. You've heard this.
DJ Flatios, Big Boy Davio single is here. But turn up the volume. No. This...
A word when you're done.
The boy draws a jagged rock across the ground. It leaps.
Yes, Kim?
Detective. So, those voices they heard.
Yes, of course, earlier, when you don't. The lieutenant breathed steadily. He was clearly uncomfortable discussing it before. He still is.
I can't explain how they heard it. I believe they heard something, and given the poverty of this part of town, I don't know how they could have heard the radio. However, weird as it is, the situation is not connected to the murder. This isn't our business. Yes, mysteries like who...
shrug.
Let's at least rule out radios before continuing. Maybe the washerwoman seems to know everything that happens here.
Ooh, is it heist time? Oh. I still should ask that little girl. I didn't earlier about Ruby, and she might have some details. She might have them deets. Tell me about Ruby.
Hello, mister. Ruby. Ruby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then
Kids.
Kids. You're right, Kim.
Viziers know every sound that
Looks like we
belongs
lost
to the
everybody
space.
for a little bit.
I
A little
would
second
know
there.
If I heard anything
Looks
different.
like we're all good now, though. Didn't realize the light was blasting directly in my face, but oopsie doopsie.
Let's just get it out of the way as fast as we can. Contact dispatch from my kinema and ask them to connect you to the station. Maybe they can shed some light on this. I'm ready when you are.
Anything else?
Please just let me magically teleport. However, this is good. I've been messing up. There's a lot that I actually need to call the other station for, so this is good. Das ist gut.